Hello guys, welcome one more day to the Music Collector. Hope you're all doing fine. So for today's video we're gonna retake a look to my Queen CD collection. I know, I recorded already the video, it was November last year, but since then it grew bigger quite a bit. So there's just 4 collections in my big collection that grows so fast, and it's Queen, Kiss, Iron Maiden and Héroes del Silencio. So let's take a look at it. First of all, if you're seeing new papers behind there, it's because I think it will be at the end of this week. I will record the vinyl tag 2019, but anyway, there's other questions that I will have to answer. Anyway, let's start showing the CDs, no? We have to start with the 2011 remaster of their debut album. This one includes the bonus EP with the Delaney Leah demos, Matt the Swine. I don't know why that song didn't get into the album, it's a great track. But anyway, here's CD1 and CD2. The tray is broken, of course. I bought it like that. I paid $3.99 on FNAC, price that suppressed the shit out of me. But anyway, one of the hardest Queen's albums, and I just love it. The 1991 Hollywood Records American edition with, I think is, well, yes, you have the bonus remix of Liar, Keep Yourself Alive, Long Lost Retake, Matt the Swine, and the 10 normal songs. This edition, I got it in a second-hand shop in France, and I just paid €3 for it. I was like, this must be some bootleg or something, but when I look in these cogs, I saw it was just a beautiful American edition. Queen 2, one of my all-time favorite albums, is just perfection. This is a 2011 remastered edition from Iceland. Sounds better, looks better than the 93-94 edition. Just paid €4 for it on MediaMarkt, happy to get it. The 1994 edition of it, this was actually my first Queen CD ever. Got it when I was like 7-8 years old, gift from my parents. As I told you, the cover looks like shit compared to the newly remastered. I don't know if you can tell, but in this one it looks like they just picked the heads, cut them from the picture and make a black background on paint. This one is just the original picture, so yeah. Gift of my parents, will never give it away, even if it looks like shit and it sounds like shit. It has its place on my heart. At the moment, this is the latest addition to the Queen 2 family in my collection. This is the 1991 Hollywood Records reissue. Well, reissue issue with the 4 bonus tracks. This was a gift from my wife, and I mean, it's great. 3 bonus tracks, sorry. There was a gift from my wife with other of the same release, the same 20-year Queen thingy from Hollywood Records, and we got them on Amsterdam Records. Thank you, Amor, again, and thank you, Juan Bichoya, for having such cool things on your shop. This one includes See What Fool I've Been as a bonus, Ogre Battle remix, and Seven Seas of Rye remix that is actually pretty weird. It's a kinda techno remix, and I love how the CD is the inner gatefold. Super cool. 2011 remaster of Sheer Heart Attack, one of my all-time favorite Queen albums. This is the first 2011 remaster that I got. You can tell it's a little bit beat up already. Got it the same month the remasters came. Sadly, it's not the 2 CD edition, it's just the 1 CD, but still it's great to have it. I mean, great album, one of my all-time favorites. A Night at the Opera 2005 reissue. This one I got it like my second Queen CD ever, I think. Love every track on it. I have to get the 2011 remaster and one of the originals or the 91 Hollywood Records, because it's just such a masterpiece. This is the album of Bohemian Rhapsody, if you don't know. Just great stuff here. Love the Prophet song. Love the first song that is Death on Two Legs. 39, Sweet Lady, Good Company. I mean, just great stuff. A Day at the Races, not so good as his brother, but have some copies of it to show you. This is the 2011 remaster with the bonus EP, with some like songs and a HD mix. Got it in Alicante in FNAC for like €7. Again, broken, and it looks like that. I need to buy some fucking jewel cases, fuck. The 1993 edition of it. Plain stuff, cool stuff. It was a gift from the wife. Got it in Disco Centro for $3.50. Glad to have it in the collection. And last but not least, the 1991 Hollywood Records reissue with Tiger Modded Down remix and Somebody to Love remix. Super cool stuff. Again, gift of the wife. Thank you again, love. Got it in Amsterdam. I used it with the other albums, and the rest of this that I'm gonna show you of the Hollywood remasters are for the same place. 1977 News of the World. Great stuff. 2011 digital remaster. The same edition most of you will have at the moment, I guess. Looks like that. And my favorite song from here, I didn't say lots for the rest, but it will be, because it's so weird and I want you to hear it, is Who Needs You, okay? Super rare stuff. The 1991 Hollywood Records edition with the bonus track of We Will Rock You bonus remix, ruined by Rick Rubin, and fuck me, yes, you fucking ruined that. Good to have in the collection. Beautiful stuff. And the cover, I feel, is slightly bluer than the original. I don't know. I can distinguish colors too well, so maybe I'm not right. Maybe it's greener or yellowish, I don't know. Jazz, one of my all-time favorites again. 2011 remaster. I know some people think it's a pretty weak, pretty rare album, pretty weird, but I mean, I love Mustafa, I love Dead on Time, I love Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race. Let me entertain you. If you can beat them, join them. But anyway, cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And the last 1991 Hollywood Records edition that I'm gonna show you. Super great. This one includes some bonus tracks. I hope I find more of those editions soon. This one also includes Fat Bottom Girls bonus remix and Bicycle Race bonus remix. That is actually rare as fuck too. So I can't wait to find more of those Hollywood albums. Life Killers. This one has to go when I make my favorite live albums ever. This one has to be there because it's just awesome, awesome, awesome. This one I bought it on France for just €11. Has this weird as fuck jewel case that if you press here you just go to CD2, and if you don't you go to CD1. But anyway, looks like that. Great live stuff. And I don't know, just get a hold of it if you can, because it's getting super rare, and I think they're gonna re-release it soon, but I'm not sure about it. So if you see it, snatch it up. The Game. This is the one that after so many years without buying Queen stuff, made the click, and I said, fuck it, I'm making the full collection. Because we saw it $5.99 on FNAC, and I was like, shit, that's mine. So, pretty cool album. 2011 reissue, of course. Flash Gordon. Okay, most of it is instrumental, this album, but still a masterpiece. It used to call me lots when I was a kid. I don't know if it's the cover or what. And as you can see, all my 2011 reissues, most of them, sorry, are one single CD, but still cool. Greatest hits. Okay, this one, if I'm not mistaken, is my second Queen CD ever. It's a 1994 edition. And got it second hand in a shop that was just in front of my Guitar Academy back then, so I must have it since I'm 10 or 11 years old. Masterpiece. Even if it's a greatest hit, you need it in your collection. Hot Space. I know most of you dislike this album. I really quite enjoy it. Of course, I don't need to tell you it's a 2011 remaster. Yeah, not so bad as some people may think. The Works. You may know this one because it's the one of Radio Gaga, Hammer to Fall, and I Want to Break Free. Good album. Really not bad at all. I think this must be my least favorite album from them. This is a kind of magic. I don't know if you can tell because of the case is different, but it's a 2011 remaster. I mean, I love One Vision, I love A Kind of Magic, and I love Princess of the Universe, but the rest, I'm not really a big fan of. This one is fucking great, The Miracle 2011 Remaster 1 CD, again. Nothing on there. I love every track on here. Great stuff. We also have a 1989 edition of it, an original pressing of it, that includes the 3 extra tracks. There are Hang On In There, Chinese Torturing, The Invisible Man, 12-inch version. So you can tell that the owner before me, or I don't know, before me, the original owner, put the length of the each track. So yeah. Got it in Belgium for just €6 as you can see, and yes, don't regret to pick it up at all. This one must be another one of my favorites, of course Innuendo, last album with Freddie being alive. Great stuff being here again. I'm sorry I say great stuff all the time, but I really feel it's just great. I mean, this one has Innuendo, I'm Going Slightly Mad, These Are the Days of Our Lives, The Show Must Go On. I mean, just a beautiful masterpiece. Here we have a 1992 Greatest Hits by Hollywood Records. It's basically almost the same as the original Greatest Hits from 1980, but includes Body Language and I Want to Break Free. Got it in FNAC some time ago for use 6-7 euros, so have to have it. Maybe a week, something like that, after I found that one, I found this one that is Classic Queen. It's more like a Greatest Hits 2, but no, neither, you know. We have here also Bohemian Rhapsody and Stockholm Crazy, and I think the rest of the songs are on the original Greatest Hits 2. We continue with Live at Wembley 86. This one originally came in a Fat Boy case, but if you know me good, you know, I don't quite like those boxes. Have it also on DVD, this one. And got it in Disco Centro by a cool price, for a cool price actually. By the way, it also makes me want to change the case that someone put his fucking signature on the CD cover, I'm sorry. Can't with that. But anyway, let's talk about Made in Heaven, last Queen studio album. This is the 2011 remaster with the bonus EP that includes B-sides, some demo I think, well yes, some demo, a single version and a remix. Cool stuff. I kinda enjoy this album lots. It has the hidden track that is called now 13 I think, so cool stuff. And it's not a CD tray that it can break, so cool. A CD is over the other. Can't ask for more. Here we have another American edition. This is Queen Rocks from Hollywood Records. This one includes one new song that is No One But You, Only the Good Die Young, and for the rest are cool remixes and cool stuff. Got it on Devil Records, super cheap. And yes, one of my favorite greatest hits by Queen, if we can call it a greatest hits. Talking about greatest hits, I'm gonna show you just some now. Because here we have the Platinum Collection that includes Greatest Hits 1, 2, the first one that I ever knew from them, 3 that nobody cares about, that just has tracks from the Freddie Mercury tribute concert with other singers, solo stuff, and some tracks from Made in Heaven. Then we have another kind of compilations like it can be deep cuts that are the favorite songs from the members of the band. So here we have Deep Cuts Volume 1 from 73 to 76, cool stuff. Deep Cuts 2 from 77 to 82, my personal favorite of the series. And of course, 3 has to be the worst. This is Deep Cuts 3 from 84 to 95. Not one of my favorites. But there's more compilations like Forever. Basically they're all ballads. Not bad stuff, neither stuff that you want to pay more than €6 for. Sadly I don't have Live at the Rainbow CD, but I have it on Blu-ray. I have a Night at the Odeon on CD and DVD, so super cool. Great gig, lots of energy on the guys. If you want a cool early gig, pick Live at the Rainbow or this one. We have Queen on Air, great album from BBC radio sessions. This is just the 2CD edition, very cool. If you like the fast version of We Will Rock You, I think here is the best version of it. And the last kinda greatest hits we can tell they released is this Bohemian Rhapsody that is the soundtrack of the movie. Here we have the tickets of the 2 times I saw the movie on the cinema. I would have loved to see the the sing-along version, but in Spain it was difficult because I was in France, and in France it was earlier before we get there, so it's fucked up. But anyway, great stuff here. Just not your normal playing greatest hits, because there are songs that you wouldn't put like doing alright, but it had to be there. And the 20th Century Fox fanfare, which I love. Queen in News, this is a Italian bootleg that includes a single, 2-track single that Freddie Mercury released under another name. You will know which one I'm talking about if you're really a Queen fan, and it has some tracks from the Smile album. If you can find this cheap, get it. It's really cool and worth it. We get into Queen plus Paul Rogers, sorry, this is Return of the Champions. The first thing they released, I have it also on DVD. Don't like the cover, the gig is alright. I mean, you can compare it with Freddie, but still it's cool. The Cosmos Rock, the only studio album they released, that is actually pretty decent. I quite enjoy this one. Got it again super cheap on FNAC for €6. At the same time I got the Queen in News, so cool. I really need to listen to it more though. Now we get into the little CDs that I have of their solo stuff. We have this French single from Freddie from The Great Pretender. I got it in France for 20 cents, one of the cheapest CDs I ever bought. It used to be a, how it's called, a card. They just released the CD, but someone decided that it would be cool to put it on a jewel case. The Freddie Mercury album that I got for €2 in an easy cash in France. The back cover is destroyed, but I still love the album. Freddie Mercury solo box. This one includes Mr. Bad Guy in Barcelona, bought it in a record shop in Madrid. It doesn't include the bonus CD, it includes 2 times the booklet, but hey, for what I pay, can't complain. I have those 2 great albums in here. You have Mr. Bad Guy and Barcelona. If you find it in a real good price, I will really jump on it, because this shit is kinda rare nowadays. And the CD that closed my CD collection, that is This Another World by Brian May. But at the same time that I bought the singer of The Great Pretender, and I bought the Queen's first album from Hollywood Records that I saw you at the beginning of the video. Just €3, great album, really love each track on here. Pure hard rock album. If you like the hard rock part of Queen, that's Mr. Brian May most of the time, and you're gonna enjoy this album. Well guys, that's been everything for today. Hope you liked the video. You know, if you like it, like, subscribe, comment. If you don't like it, just let me a little review, like, you should get that better, or you suck, or whatever, and make me be better. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon, and take care.